Would you like to play a game?
Sergeant Sacker, listen to me. We've traced the call. It's coming from inside the house.
The caller is in the house.
The calls are coming from the house.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Now stay on the line.
Hello. Welcome to Stay on the Line, a horror genre podcast where we talk about things horror genre related every week. And this is Sunny Days, my unofficial co-host. And Sunny, what's going on today?
Today is your 100th episode, Terrah card. So we're doing something a little special, little different. I hope you guys are interested.
They're not. Y'all are not going to care about this. I was like, Sunny, I liked it because Sunny came up with the idea. And I was like, Sunny, I like the idea. However, I don't think anyone listening is going to give a fuck. It's probably going to get one view, and it's going to be you. No, I'll have 2 views. It's going to be me and you. Because honestly, people don't understand, like, I don't care how many views I really get on a lot of my stuff. It's just kind of like something, not memorialize. Is that the right word? Memorialize?
Yeah.
It's like memorialized for me, like things I talk to my friends.
So.
So.
They're interesting.
What?
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine, yeah, but you know what? That was like, I had a fun time recording with my friends.
Aww.
Something, so.
You like us? You really like us?
I didn't say I like y'all. I said I like recording.
Wow. She said I like my voice. I cancel out everyone
I don't,
else.
I used to not like my voice. Now I just don't care. I feel like if you're going to be in this industry, baby, you need to like your voice.
Yeah.
To some extent. Okay, Sunny, yeah. Enough about me.
Well, no, not enough.
Sunny,
about
first
you.
of all, Sunny, I'm gonna do some air time right now and talk. Get out your friend code on Pokemon Go.
Oh.
So that we can just say it at the top of the 100 episode. So we can say in the future, listen to the 100 episode, not on a Patreon exclusive that you don't even know which one it is and which time. So look it up.
I'm doing it now.
Okay, your damn Cricket Wireless.
Do your
Facebook don't even work.
Shut
Her Facebook don't even work. She's stressed out
Do your
about
introduction.
I did. My name is Terrah Card, and you are Sunny Days. We already did that. And we're talking, we usually like to talk about spooky things. I like what, oh, you know what? That might be one of the questions you have for me. What is one of the favorite episodes we've done together?
It's not. So, I did it mostly.
Wow. Oh, wait,
It's
we haven't even
horror
explained what
based,
we're doing.
But it's not.
Oh, we haven't
it's not all about
even
podcast.
explained what we're doing.
No, we haven't.
Okay, well, get your
Okay.
friend code first.
Okay.
Do you have to download the app again?
No.
Work.
No, I had
One of my favorite episodes was probably the last one we did together.
Oh, God.
With the names.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
That was
stressful.
one of my. That one was good.
I did like
the MILFs one.
That's my favorite. MILFs one.
That one.
Monsters I Love.
The one with Anaya was also really funny too. I need to have Anaya on again. I would love to have Alicina on, but she demands that she has to be in drag for it.
And that takes.
And
it's too spontaneous for us.
It's too spontaneous for us because I live vicariously through not doing things on time. Oh no, I broke my little plant.
Did it break? Is
no,
it shedding?
No, the other one shed. This was a newer
Aw.
one. Oh, Dorian.
That's
Dorian.
Which one's that one again? The one all the way back.
Oh, the one that's like dead as fuck. I hope it's not dead and it's just, the season's changing. That is Penelope. She used to be pink.
There's a teddy or something. She was?
Bitch, get your fucking friend code. Don't catch a goddamn Pokemon.
Can I catch this one, please?
Oh my god,
I
this
need
is
that.
so. We are 4 minutes into
Okay,
recording.
I'll run.
Yeah, get your
I got you.
get your friend code.
Let's see.
My god, this is so unprofessional.
Always.
Oh, and I got this new shirt from, you guessed it, Hot Topic. It is a Halloween shirt, but it has Japanese text on it. I love Japanese posters. I feel like Japanese posters
They do
look
it
so
right.
good. It's because, I don't know, something about the calligraphy just like makes it look
Fancy.
not fancy, but it just like it frames well. Because like the text goes down, but it also can just go across.
Okay.
Because in Japanese like traditional writing, you go down
Uh-huh.
from right to left instead of left to right. So Yeah, I just like the bold words. You don't really see that often with American posters where you don't see like the big word and then more words going
into it.
into
Do you remember that poster for that movie that they didn't put the title on at all? They just put the characters?
No. That's a lot of movies.
No, they used
That's
to put
a
their
lot
name
of
somewhere.
Mama, that's a lot of movies.
Mm-mm.
That's a lot of movies.
So,
bitch, I watch more movies than you. That's a lot of movies. And also, shout out to movies. Shout out to movies.
So, my Pokemon Go trainer code is
So stupid. Go.
9837483501889.
You know what? Screenshot that. So and favorite it in your album. So whenever I ask you, you can just pull it up. Sunny, what are we doing today?
Today, since it's your 100th episode, we're doing the Vogue interview with you.
However, we're sitting still. We're not walking around.
Nope, and we're doing 100 questions.
We're doing 100
instead of,
questions.
Like 50
Usually
something.
they do like 73. Bitch, we're doing 100. So are you?
And I wrote all of them.
You wrote all of them. So
in one sitting.
I'm curious to see how elaborate these questions are.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And then what would you classify these questions like? Generally, they are.
So they're generally like 80% are horror movie related or horror background related. 10% is like drag, and then 15% is drag, and then like 5% is maybe you question.
Did you say 80%?
It's horror, yeah.
Okay.
And then 15.
So 15
and
is.
then 5 of you.
Okay, personally.
15 is drag, yeah.
Okay, work. All right. Well, I'm ready. I don't. Is there anything else you need to say?
Thank you for sticking around for 100 episodes.
Oh yeah, thank you
thank
to
you
y'all.
all.
If you're still here, this far into the game,
thank you.
Thanks.
We're annoying as hell, but we thank you.
And you know what? Even if you haven't been here the whole time and you're listening to this,
thank you.
Thank you.
You took time out of your day for us.
Or you know what? Share the podcast. Share the podcast and leave a comment and wherever the fuck you want. And even if you don't, and you know what? If you're one of my friends listening to this and you don't like podcasts, bitch, turn the volume all the way down and just play us like somewhere for an hour and then
while you're sleeping, while you're taking that nap, put it
no,
on 0. Put it
no,
back
really
on.
though. No, really though. Okay, Sunny.
All of your podcasts are gonna go up in like 20 views.
Yeah,
So, like,
no, really though. No, really though.
Your first question, Teresa Card.
Okay.
What inspired your name?
My mom, who does witchcraft.
So she does a lot of tarot cards?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming we have to go fast because there's 100 questions. So I'm going to keep it short.
How long have you had the podcast?
I've had it since 2020.
Ooh.
So we are 2020 of November. So we're 3 years in. 3 years, 100 episodes. I'd say that's, bitch.
That's
Bob,
good.
Bob and Monet, 3 years in, they had like 20. They had 20 with 3 years. Okay.
Let's see. What movie got you into horror?
What movie got me into horror? I guess Shaun of the Dead.
Really?
Yeah.
That was not.
I was very young when I watched that when I was like in first grade. Like the memory,
Oh, that
the
should
movie
not
that
have been a movie you
the
should
movie that
watch.
I remember watching was
Shaun
like
of the
in
Dead.
first grade, like Shaun of the Dead.
It did make me laugh. What movie got you? Oh no. Have you always enjoyed horror?
Have I always enjoyed horror? Yeah, I think it just depends on the movie, obviously. Like, the dumbest movie that ever scared me as a kid that I had, like, I could not sleep was the fucking Brothers Grimm. I don't know why. Like, there's a scene where, like, a horse, like, eats a girl, I think, or something. It was weird.
Was it the same movie where, like, a blob, the gingerbread blob ate the little kid's
Yeah,
face
it's like a blob or something.
Yeah, it was a blob, and then it turned him to the gingerbread kid.
Or
and
something.
they ran away.
I don't know. Yeah, it took the kid.
Oh, it was weird, because it melted his nose, and then his mouth, and then his eyes, and I'm like...
Like, a horse eats a kid, right?
I think so.
I don't...
It was wild. That movie was wild.
I could not... I woke up crying. Okay, go.
Do you have a dream guest other than the great ones you've already had?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Chelsea Rebecca.
And myself.
Oh, yeah. She sent me a mug. Shout out to Chelsea Rebecca. I love Chelsea. She was very cool for that. Shout out to, like, literally all my guests have been really cool, except maybe one. But you know what? The episode never came out, so y'all never will know.
There you go.
Oh, and I didn't even answer the question. My dream guest, probably, I would love Evie Oddly on here.
That'd be great.
Or, you know what, bitch? If Bruce Campbell wanted to sit down, Bruce Campbell, he's right here. He's from the original Evil Dead.
You do love those movies.
Or you know what?
Girl, dream. Anyone who
Bitch,
dead or alive.
Mia Goth would be wild. Blueberry I love blueberry pancakes. She sounds like that. Is so weird. Or you know what?
What?
No.
Oh,
Scratch
God.
that. Scratch that. Kiki Palmer. Because it'd be so fun.
That'd be a great Kiki.
It would be
my God.
It would be so fun to have Kiki Palmer.
Girl, the discussion.
I don't even
To
know if she
watch.
likes horror like that, but
Well, she doesn't know. She might.
she was in the Scream TV series. Yeah.
So she
Okay.
might like. Favorite horror character.
Favorite
of all
horror
time?
character? Ooh. Ellen Ripley from Alien. I really liked her.
Okay. Other than the ones you.
Or Mia from Evil Dead 2013, because she went through it. She gets possessed.
The struggle.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think I like Ellen Ripley more because she's just like a badass overall. She
I
has
do like badass
she has the iconic line, "Get away from her, you bitch!" Like down. Okay.
Other than the ones you've already created, who would you like to cosplay next?
Who would I love to?
Because you've done Gail,
Bitch.
you've done Megan.
Does it like a horror related character?
Only horror.
Horror related character. I mean, I've always wanted to cosplay it's like the Axeman from Resident Evil 5. He has this huge giant axe and like he has pins in his back and he has a sack on his head with pins in it. I've always wanted to do that. But
That'd be cool.
I didn't have the range as a kid.
But now
We still got to work on that range. So.
Since you lived in Japan for some years, is there any Asian movies you liked or preferred?
Like Japanese
horror.
movies
Yes.
or Asian movies? Because that's a lot more broad.
We'll go Asian. 'Cause
Asian movies?
Japan, like, I'm guessing.
Let's say I lived overseas to
Yes.
rephrase that question. Because what I'm going to recommend is not a Japanese movie. I actually really enjoyed The Host. It's a Korean movie, and it's actually about like anti-America.
Oh.
Like it's talking about like how the military bases pollute
Uh-huh.
in Korea, which actually happened.
Yeah.
And it creates this creature in the movie, and I love creature features that are good, and it's hard to make a good creature feature nowadays.
Yes. Oh my god.
So I love The Host, and yeah, I would say The Host is a really
Okay.
good movie. There's some Japanese movies I've seen that I don't even remember the name, and they're crazy. Oh, Battle Royale is a really good horror movie.
That one.
It's like it's basically what Hunger Games copied. So next question.
Let's mix it up. Fuck, marry, kill. May from May. Kurt from So Vamp. He was the main character.
He was underage. Kill.
He's 18.
Kill.
They're all 18 in this.
Kill.
They're all over 18.
He dead.
And
Kill.
The Thing.
And The Thing.
From The Thing.
Killing the underage one.
Okay.
Don't let any conservatives.
Oh my god. Just like we did like in MILF, where some of them were underage, they're all 18.
I'm still killing him.
Okay.
And fuck Mary.
You
I
have
probably
May and The
fuck.
Thing.
I would fuck May.
So you don't have to
So
marry her.
so I don't have to marry her.
Just have to
That would be a
stay.
lot. And The Thing, as long as The Thing stays as a person, human form around me, and we'll set up that boundary.
It won't kill you.
It won't kill me as
We'll
long as
put
it
that.
stays as a person and like can form to whatever.
No, it stays in one form.
No, I mean like
Okay.
if it picks a person that I like
Just one form.
and
Okay.
informs to them, well, they would have to actually kill them. Huh? Yeah, I'll just marry. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
How would you describe your drag?
Very dumb.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of genre of horror would you like to star in?
Ooh, genre of horror, like a subgenre of horror.
Yes.
Probably. Oh, sorry, my phone. That's so unprofessional.
Unprofessional. Look
So,
at.
I don't
she's
even.
answering.
I like never. No, I was silencing it. I never have my phone on. I would have to say, if it's done well, a sci-fi horror.
I can
A
see
sci-fi
that.
horror, but it's really hard to do a good. Who wants to see a drag queen in space though? So I'd say creature feature
But those are hers to make
or
too.
slasher. A slasher, and I don't want to be in a campy horror movie. I don't want to be in a like.
I can't.
If it was my go-to, I don't want to be in a campy.
Mhm.
If I get the role and I'm in a campy horror movie, I'll take it. But I don't want to be a caricature
There's like your
drag
dream
queen.
genre.
I don't want to be a
like,
caricature
yeah.
drag queen. I want to just be someone who is just a drag queen and they're playing this role.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
a slasher would be cool. A slasher or a creature feature.
Hmm.
Like when I
can
think of
see-
slasher, I think like Hills Have Eyes. I think of The Ruins.
Oh.
Ruins is like more creature feature. I love
Yeah.
that. So
Did you like the ruins?
yeah, I liked
Okay.
it.
Just make
I didn't hate it at
Yeah.
all. The
I didn't-
characters were a little annoying, and it was
Yeah.
giving kind of like American, like too
victimization.
American for me.
Yeah.
But I liked the concept. It was very interesting.
If you were dropped into a horror movie, would you be able to survive?
What horror movie we talking?
The stereotypical, we'll drop you in Scream. Scream 1.
Scream 1. Well,
You're not Drew Barrymore.
I'm not Drew Barrymore.
You're not
If
Drew
it's Scream, yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good. I'm fucking the shit out of both of them. So clearly it didn't end up well for Sydney, but like,
Poor Sydney.
girl, I'll just get my little piece and leave. Y'all better come get some of these. It's 2 dicks, Skeet and Matt, and I got them over.
Lord Jesus. As Gail.
As
Gail.
I don't know about that. I don't want to be in the drags for that.
Oh my, no. Oh,
Let me
God.
take the wipe off.
If you were in a stereotypical horror movie, what kind of character trope would you have? So there's the nerd, the virgin,
Yeah.
the popular girl, the jock, and that's it.
I'd probably be the nerd, honestly.
Or stoner.
I'd probably be the nerd. Like, down.
I can see you.
Yeah, I would definitely be the nerd.
But they usually don't. Oh no, they usually die second.
Sometimes
Right.
they either die,
survive or die.
they either survive or they like make it like halfway and then die.
Yeah. Aww.
T. Okay.
T.
What question are we on?
14.
14. Okay, so we might have to pick this up.
Is there a certain genre of horror you don't gravitate to as much? Like when you see it, you're like, ah.
Honestly, I feel like it's so overdone. Vampire
see
horror
that.
movies, like, girl, we went through that, and honestly, kind of the same for most zombie movies. I feel like we did the
There's not
Walking
much you can
Dead,
do.
the Walking Dead era to World War Z era,
Oh my God.
like done. Like the last good zombie
But,
movie I saw was Train to Busan.
Or is it technically zombie? Vito's 32.
Oh,
Is that a zombie technically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a good one. That was a good
made
one.
really well.
Shout out to Virus 32.
It was so
Watch
good.
the
Watch
movie
it.
on
It was so
Shudder.
good.
It was a really good movie.
We gotta move on. If given the opportunity, would you design for a horror film the costumes?
Yeah, it would be hard as fuck, but I would do it. Like, are we talking prosthetics or just what they're wearing?
No, just what they're wearing.
Yeah, I would.
I was
totally
thinking
do that.
costume design, not prosthetics.
Yeah, prosthetics,
Hold
mama.
on. Oh, it's a whole different thing. How did you learn to sew?
YouTube.
YouTube.
I've been doing it for 6 years now.
What kind of sewing tutorial would you like to make next? Because you do have some on your Patreon. Become a Patreon exclusive person.
T.
It's $1,
T.
$3,
Clock
$3
that
and
T.
$7.
Clock that T.
But what kind of tutorial would you like to make?
Probably a leotard one, because I never did it.
Ooh. Dream horror actor you would want to film with?
Dream horror actor I'd love to film with.
Yes.
Probably...
Skeet Ulrich.
Ooh, no. Probably Samara Weaving. Do you know who that is?
No. Who is that?
Samara Weaving, she was in...
The name sounds familiar because
Oh my God.
I think of Samara
Oh
from...
my god, I can't... It's a wedding movie. Oh my god.
What the hell?
I literally have to look it up, because
Okay.
I want to say it's like Ready or Not. Or
Wait, is
Not.
it the one where she marries into the family and they play hide and seek?
Yeah.
Is she the main character?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember the movie.
Yeah,
but-
Ready or Not. Samara
Yes.
Weaving. She
Oh,
seems...
she was really good.
She seems like she'd be really fun to.
Oh my god, the
work
clips I
with.
saw of her, she was really good. I
Yeah,
love that.
she's
ending
in
scene.
the newest Scream movie, and yeah, she's been in a few horror stuff. Or I don't know how working with Mia Goth would go. She seems like a wild card.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's like fun or like very cold. Blueberries. Blueberries.
Do you have a horror male crush?
You know what?
What?
Mason Gooding from Scream 5 and 6. Mason Gooding.
Which
he's
one is
he's
he?
he was one of the twins.
Oh, ooh, he was cute.
He's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son. He's
female horror crush.
female horror crush. Ooh, I mean Samara Weaving's pretty hot.
She is beautiful.
Samara Weaving.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
probably Samara Weaving.
Did you like
Or you know what? Does Kiki Palmer count? She's been in a
Yeah,
few
she's
horror
in
movies.
horror.
Yeah. Okay, I changed mine to Kiki Palmer.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Her kid is really adorable. Have you seen pictures?
No,
They're adorable. I was like, aw.
bitch, I don't care about.
You said children? Nah.
Like I don't like when someone shows me their baby pictures, I'm
Right.
like, or like the pictures of their baby. I'm like, okay,
That's a kid.
that is a
Yeah.
child. Like, what do you want me to do?
Did you like Kelly Rowland and Jason versus Freddy?
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
Yep, she was fine. I feel like
She's
she
fine.
deserved a bigger role.
I could see
I
that
loved
too.
her improv line, which was, "What kind of faggot goes around wearing a Christmas sweater?" Improv that. She improv that.
That's so good.
I want someone to really ask her that, but they're never gonna ask her.
Should Scream stop at 6?
They already got greenlit for a 7.
No, in your opinion, should they stop at 6?
I think they should stop at 7. At least
Like,
with
wrap it all
Sydney's
up?
story. Like, Mama, we are done. Like, I don't want any connections. Like, let's move on.
Yeah.
But 6 was really good. That was actually one of my favorite Scream movies.
In your opinion, what horror movie should be removed from existence? Just wiped out.
So vamp. So vamp.
It was so bad. Oh, no,
So
I
vamp.
would choose May. But yeah, so vamp.
May is iconic, though.
It's so bad. It's so cringe.
So vamp down. I'm so sorry. You know what? If the future me, if I interview one of the people from that movie, girl, be calm. But that was... Oh, we watched Sick. That was a good movie. Anyways.
Either way, which horror movie would you like to be inserted into?
Inserted into... Ooh, probably the newer Scream movies. Because I feel like they're picking up.
Yeah.
I can't say an Alien movie. I love Alien, but the newer Alien movies aren't good.
You'd be in the environment. You'd be okay. Well, you might not live, but you would just be inserted into it.
Oh, I'm like in the story?
Yeah, in the knowledge that you're in the story, you're a character.
Oh, then probably Scream.
Okay.
That's like the most normal. I'm not going to the alien world with the fucking face huggers.
Why not? You can say hi, pet.
I'm good.
Would you ever write a screenplay or novel?
Screenplay or novel? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've written a screenplay before. I've written a script
Really?
before. Yeah. I took screenwriting in college.
But did you like it?
Screenwriting 1 and 2. I mean, yeah, I took 2 and I wrote like a 40+ page script.
Remember that?
So
Do you still have it?
it's on my computer.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Are you interested in learning prosthetics?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What question are we on?
27.
Yeah, bitch, we'll leave it at that.
What was a folktale that scared you as a kid? Like, I had La Llorona. Was there any, like something your parents would be like, they're gonna get you if you don't stop being a butt? No?
Mom, I had a single mother, but she don't know no goddamn folklore. I did have a teacher in school, Mr. Kumagai, who is he's one of our like culture teachers. He's Japanese, and he would always tell us these really cool stories, and he would like act them out. It was really cool.
Aww.
So, but I was never scared by them. Shout out to him.
So, you know,
And his very tight pants. I was like, sir, I can see it. I can see it.
See, my mom's scared with a kukui, which is like our boogeyman, and they just like drag you out of bed and take you forever. Do you think a purge is something that would work in real life?
Work or happen?
Work.
Bitch, I feel like it's gonna happen.
But would it work?
Like with killing people
For one day? Like, if they anarchy for one day, would it
I wouldn't live in the
crisis?
States. I don't care. I don't care if it happens or not. If it starts happening, I feel like, bitch, we are on the verge of it happening. Bitch, I can literally see it happening.
Would it work? Would it
For
decrease
who?
violence
No.
for the rest of the
No,
year?
it would not decrease
Okay,
violence.
that's what I'm asking.
No, it would not.
Okay.
People are crazy 24/7. They're not, and Americans are not patient.
Yeah.
They are not patient. Next question.
If you had to hide your identity in a scary movie, like a costume or an alter ego.
Oh, like if I'm the villain?
Yes. What kind of costume would you wear?
Probably something fish related. I'd be a fucking like mascot or something.
You're trying to hide and you're like, I'm gonna be a fish.
Yeah.
Bitch, you're trying to blend in.
Do you think you think Ghostface is blending in?
You right, and he got into a lot of
None of the
places. You're
iconic
right.
killers blend in at all.
You'd be a
Bitch,
fish.
if I wanted to blend in, I would just be a fucking bush. I'd be a plant.
I can see you creating a plan. You'd be Aubrey 3. Best plot twist in a horror movie.
Best plot twist in a horror movie.
You know, like ones you spoiled or something.
I wouldn't even say that was the best plot twist in a horror movie. I literally cannot think of anything. I don't even know. I mean, a good plot twist is the Orphan one. If you don't go in watch an Orphan and you're like, what is this about? That's probably a good plot twist.
Because I knew it because of reviews. That's the only reason I knew it. I'm like, damn. I had one in mind.
I literally cannot think of them. I know I reviewed a movie recently that had a good plot twist.
Cocaine Bear.
I don't fucking know. Now I have to look it up because it's going to bother me. What's the next question?
Are you okay with pets dying in movies, or do you prefer they survive?
I really don't care.
You're not.
I really
You're
don't
not
care
an animal
regardless.
lover.
Bitch, if people are dying in horror movies, what makes animals like different? Like it.
Are you over the prom trope?
Prom trope?
Where either something will happen at prom, they'll get raped, they'll get killed, or they'll get like something dumped on them.
I haven't seen that trope a lot, so I guess I'm not over it.
Cool.
I can only think of the movie Prom and Carrie. What prom movies can you think of?
Girl, I don't watch a lot of horror. I just know it's a trope.
Is it a trope?
It is a trope.
If you ask me, am I tired of sexual abuse as a trope in movies? I would say yes.
Okay.
That is different.
Best weapon you can remember in a horror movie?
I mean, Freddy Krueger. It's iconic. The finger knives, yeah.
Yeah.
They make lovely chopsticks over there.
If you can design a weapon with the knowledge of how to use it, what would you look like? What would it look like?
It's not necessarily a designed weapon, but I feel like if you use a heat gun, not a blow dryer, but a heat gun to kill somebody, that would be very creative and cool.
Would you rhinestone it?
No.
No?
No.
Nothing fancy?
No, just a heat gun.
I think I do a heat bazooka.
Bitch, a heat gun to the eyeball and just boil their fucking brain.
Thank you for that imagery. Who would your sidekick be? Sidekick be from your friend group.
For what? Like in the horror movie?
Yes.
Bitch, probably you. And you probably would die. Bitch,
I'm resourceful, bitch.
We watched Sick, and you literally were like, if I was screaming outside the window for you to wake up, you wouldn't wake up, and you would get murdered in your sleep. You would immediately die in a horror movie, son.
That's if I'm sleeping. One, why would we separate? You be
Because we're going to bed. You're going to bed
in a horror movie?
Yes.
And you know
we don't know we're in a horror movie yet. Mama, in that movie, she was yelling, bitch, we even talked about this in the Sick episode. Watch it. Bitch, you literally said, oh, I wouldn't wake up. And I would be like, this fucking dumb bitch just died. Go.
What kind of horror go-to would you like to stop? What kind of trope would you like to end?
Sexual abuse in horror movies.
Yeah.
It's so over. Or if it's gonna be mentioned, I don't want to see it. I'm tired of seeing it.
Yeah. If you could hire anyone for a soundtrack for a horror movie, who are your dream singers?
Oh, I thought you meant like
Artists.
composers.
No,
I was like John
artists.
Carpenter. I don't know, Ray or Doechii. Doechii makes some spooky
I can see
music.
that, yeah.
I would do Ray, but
Ray and Doechii?
I don't think of like singers. I think of
Composers? Nah, I'm thinking of a gnarly soundtrack.
You're thinking of like a fucking Hunger Games album with Lorde. Like, that's not what I'm thinking.
Do you classify Poison Ivy as a villain?
Yes. But
I don't know.
She's like an anti-hero. She has things that are good, but she also does them in ways that aren't ethical.
I don't know. I want to choke people out with plants sometimes.
Bitch, is this your questions or my... No,
DC or Marvel?
Villains, DC. Marvel, the heroes. I feel like Marvel heroes or villains are ass. And DC heroes are ass. But DC villains are good.
Yeah. Yeah, I buy more DC villain merch than I would the heroes.
Mm-hmm. Like, when you think of iconic villains, you think of the Joker. Mm-hmm. And you think of, a lot of those characters from Batman. But you don't think of... You think of probably Captain America or Iron Man or Thor or the Hulk more than you think of Batman. You just think Batman and Superman for DC.
Yeah.
That's the first that come to mind. Like, no one's like, The Flash is my favorite.
Is there a drag performer you'd like to meet that you haven't met already? You met a Kibble.
A Kibble? I have met a Kibble. I don't know. I literally can't think of anything.
Wow.
But I can't wait for them to meet me.
Would you do a Bayonetta outfit?
Yeah, if I had the right body for it. Next question.
Favorite horror video game?
Resident Evil, the series.
You're getting back into reading more. Any recommendation?
Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer.
You did recommend that to me. Favorite horror writer?
Writer?
Yes.
Screenplay or books? I haven't consistently stuck with the same writer, so I guess I'll say Jeff Vandermeer.
Okay.
It's definitely not Riley Sager. Shout out to Kelly.
If you were given a free wardrobe, who would you like to design it?
I was giving a free...
Wardrobe.
If I was given a free wardrobe.
They said, I like you, I'm going to give you a free wardrobe.
Josh Wanaponte.
Say that again?
Josh Wanaponte.
Ooh.
You know who that is?
Yes, I actually do.
Yeah, Josh Wanaponte.
They make very beautiful designs.
Yeah.
Very
I would love to be an apprentice and kind of just learn and pick his brain on how... Because honestly, I could probably make a lot more than I do. I just don't know how to do it. But he's got a lot more years on me.
Yeah.
And experience, so...
Yeah. Having a Spanish heritage, would you make any more Spanish-inspired outfits? I know you have the flamenco one, the red. But I think that's it, isn't it? And the orange with the long train.
I do like a lot of frills. I definitely would love to do some more. I always wanted to do a matador.
Yes, you did to that.
I would love to do a bull look too.
We still need to do the luchador night.
Not luchador night. That was a photo shoot I have planned for us. But I can't be making everyone's outfits, so y'all need to come prepared, bitch.
How's your Spanish coming along?
Bien.
Bien. Mírala. Or in your
Estoy
words,
aprendido español. Aprendiendo, sorry.
Mírala.
Con mi hermana. Look, and this bitch dropped her.
I'm dropping things.
Teléfono.
Do you find it easier learning with Spanish speakers around you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Any Spanish songs you recommend?
Vivir así es morir de amor.
I love Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Peluso, who sings that song. That's a cover. So the cover by Nancy Peluso, not Nancy Pelosi. These are two different people. Surprisingly,
She runs the world.
Yeah.
Would you like to incorporate more Spanish in your drag numbers?
Yes, if the crowds actually got into it here.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a moment from answering and asking so many questions, and we're gonna come back to talk more about what, Sunny?
Horror-related questions and drag and you.
Me. I guess we're just gonna be talking about me.
you.
It's weird to be talking about me for this song.
You're the other way around.
Yeah, it really is.
So for 200, are we doing me?
200?
200.
200, bitch.
We're gonna get there.
That's a lot. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back to the podcast, and we're gonna go back into talking more about
you.
me, I guess. Work. Next question. What number are we at? Like 32?
We're at 51.
Oh, okay. We're halfway.
We're working.
We're halfway there.
I'm trying to keep us on track a little bit.
Okay.
With you being very eloquent and great in impressions, would you consider voice acting? That was me complimenting you.
Yes,
You're welcome.
I actually was supposed to start my voice acting classes, but because of a lot of financial things, I was not able to start my voice acting classes. However, whenever I have the finance for it, I am going to start my voice acting classes.
So join the Patreon. It starts at $1. We have another tier for
You're not learning. You're
$7.
not learning voice acting with me. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. What is your favorite impression to do? You don't have to do it. You just have to say the name.
Fucking pug in that video. There's a video of this pug that's literally just saying, no, no. Like, no, but as an Australian says, no. It's a really stupid one. I actually, I do miss Piggy a lot. Jennifer Coolidge, everyone asked me to do Jennifer Coolidge a lot.
It's good.
I feel like my Joan Rivers is not terrible.
It's not bad. I like your Jennifer Coolidge more than your Joan Rivers, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a cartoon or / anime you would dub for? So, cartoon you voice act for.
Yeah, I know.
Anime you dub for.
I don't really keep up with a lot of either.
It could be from your past. It doesn't have to be recent. They're doing remakes of everything.
I literally cannot think of anything. I can't think of anything. I don't know. Bitch, I don't know. Put me in a Pokemon thing so I can get some merch. That would be cute.
You said I want to be one Pokemon. Just say,
like they get bitches in the booth to be like, oh, celery, like, you know, bee, you know, they just
I would
making
hope
noises.
they get the same person and just make them do a whole bunch.
They usually have like a lot of.
They can't just be one person like, hey, can you? We have Bulbasaur today. Can you do it?
Yeah, they'll get the same person to do a lot of different ones.
So Terrah, you host an alternative drag show every month. Control Alt Drag.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
You say every other month?
No, I said every month.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I know what I say. Have there been numbers that you have been surprised by or stuck in your head?
Probably when Wanda Doomy got up on the bar counter and started throwing her body around, and I said, T, I'll do that.
And then you got on the counter and
I shoved my head in a lamp, but it was okay. I guess I had fun.
You were shining bright. Look at you. Most embarrassing moment in drag.
Most embarrassing moment in drag.
So you're just wonderful.
I don't think I'm wonderful, but I haven't done anything that made me feel embarrassed in drag.
How about when your wig falls off?
I guess, like when my bob betrayed me and my wig slipped. It didn't fall. My wig has not fallen off, knock on wood, but it has slipped back. I would say.
It receded.
Yeah, I would say that's happened twice, and definitely where it was most noticeable was with that
the black bob.
That black bob betrayed me down.
Would you ever recreate your first drag outfit?
Yeah, I just don't know how to go about.
Is it a purple?
That wasn't my first outfit.
No.
My first outfit was a blue diner dress that I made. That was the first thing I ever sewed, which I do not recommend. It had a lapel. It had collars on, like collar cuffs.
Oh,
it had sleeves. It was non-stretch. It had buttons sewn to it, a side zipper, a panel dress. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
You were ambitious.
Very, very. I don't know why I did that. I should have just made a leotard.
So, of the outfits you have, what drag outfit would you showcase in a horror film? It doesn't have to be practical. You would just showcase.
Probably my skin outfit, which is the logo of the podcast.
Ooh. So you remember the parody era, like
Scary movie,
and all
an
the
epic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy any of those films?
The Scary Movie franchise is so problematic.
But it was.
I also watched the epic. Was it what is it? Not Another Disaster movie or something.
Yes.
Where they had Juno and she was dancing
With the
spinning
baby?
on her belly.
And Kim Kardashian was there.
Kim
for no
Kardashian
reason.
was there. I think she gets crushed by an asteroid or something. It's
was-
not a funny movie to look at.
No.
It's so stupid.
I will say all the scary movies were problematic but good until the Lindsay Lohan one.
Never watched it, but
It
not
was so
not
bad.
Lindsay.
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, she was in the beginning, but you mean the main person was Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah, it was not good either way.
Yeah,
It was bad.
It was just like poo poo pee pee fart humor. And it was just like, I feel like while the first Scary Movie did have a lot of pee pee poo poo humor, there was also some layers to some jokes where I was just like, oh, they really thought this out.
And then by the end, they're like, oh, we're just making more movies.
Yeah,
Yeah. What kind of face kini would you wear as a villain?
one that covered my face.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I meant design-wise, bitch.
I don't know,
Colors? Anything?
red.
You suck.
Like I don't know. Like I would have to. What fabric are we working with, bitch? Like I
Girl,
don't
we're
know.
working with stretch.
What fabric? Sequin? Is it sparkly? Not sparkly? Like, bitch, I would have to brainstorm a whole...
Go over there.
A spiky red one.
Nice. If you could bring back a Scream character, who would it be?
I can't say it.
Because it's
it
six.
It would spoil something.
For me in six?
It would spoil something for people. I already got my character back, which is Hayden Panettiere. Girl, she's in the fucking trailers.
I didn't watch the trailers.
Bitch, I even told you she's in the newest movie.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I am.
That's not one of the spoilers, girl.
Sonny, it's not even a spoiler.
I didn't know.
It was like very known. There's
I
interviews with her.
didn't know.
She's in the 5th movie.
I don't watch scary movies.
I
unless
told you
force
she was
me.
in the 5th movie. I said if you look on that clip, what Chelsea and James are in, you see a still shot of her. I literally told you this, bitch.
Oh
Hayden
my-
Panettiere is alive, so they already brought
Well,
her
I
back.
didn't remember, so you ruined it twice.
Well, bitch, you're mad dumb, so...
You're mad dumb.
What number are we on?
Did you watch American Horror Story, and did you have a favorite character?
I watched a few seasons. My favorite character was Queenie.
Gabrielle
the voodoo-
Sidibe?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I loved her. She's
Yeah,
amazing.
just the concept of being like a
A
doll that can... I don't try to say that other word that comes
Yeah.
with that. I don't mess around with that.
Yeah.
I really like... I'm so superstitious about that. I do not even say that word.
the Louisiana people? That's as far as I will go.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to watch at home or movie theater?
If I'm with friends and we're just like having a good time at home, if I can guarantee it's going to be an empty theater or like not a lot of people, then definitely theater would be most preferred.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of people. What movie would you like to be turned into a musical? So you know how Beetlejuice was turned into a musical?
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd was a musical before it was a movie.
So something that's already a movie and turned into a
Yes.
musical.
A horror movie turned into a musical.
Probably Alien, because like I said it's in the second movie, but if they had a chorus of people would be like, "Get away from her, you bitch, you bitch, get away from her, you bitch." Like I feel like I would be enthused. What number are we at?
We're 64.
64. Good.
We're doing good. We're doing good. Do you have a female horror icon from any era that speaks to you?
Female horror icon from any era that speaks to me.
Yes. Iconation.
Jamie Lee, you are all of us. Next question.
With so many remakes coming out, do you have one you wish they wouldn't touch?
Everything's already been remade. I wouldn't, if they're going to reboot Alien, don't touch the first one. Don't touch the first one, don't touch the second one. However, if they wanted to because they love to reboot a franchise.
Yeah.
If they wanted to scratch off 3 and all the other ones and just made a new third movie, I would be totally fine with that.
Okay.
Which they've done that with Halloween multiple times, so they have like 8 different timelines.
Worst horror movie you've ever seen recently?
Let me...
Because you love to go on Shudder and just watch.
Let me... Okay,
You're like, let me find the name of this.
This was one of the worst horror movies. We're all going to the World's Fair. I hate this movie. I don't know why it has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. It deserves 1%. It was uneventful. It started off creepy and went nowhere. I hated it. I watched it with friends. Shout out to Langley, Kelly, Jazz, and Chelsea. We watched this movie and I hated it. I hated it, and we all hated it. I was like, I wasted an hour and a half of my life. Damn. We watched that a few weeks ago. I hated that movie. It was shot well. What I can say, because I can always compliment a movie, it was shot well. I hated where it went. And bitches are like, this movie really spoke to me. The girl in the movie is talking about killing her dad. What is speaking to you? You fucking psycho? Okay, sorry. Next one.
Are you
Next
popcorn?
question.
Are you a popcorn or candy girly at the movies?
Popcorn.
I just see you demolish a whole bag.
I love popcorn. I had a popcorn problem when I was younger. Popcorn with no butter because I'm allergic.
They make vegan butter. It's not good, but they make it. Is there a movie that made you cringe more than others? Because May made me cringe, but you could get through it.
I mean, May is very cringy. It's probably one of the cringiest movies I've seen that I can think of. I don't watch too many. You know what? It's
The Research.
Oh, I always forget what it's called. I did an episode with Winnie on it. Tourist Trap. That's a pretty cringy movie. Very
more than
cringy.
May
it's
is
just very
up
weird.
there.
Like there's like mannequins like moaning in that movie. It's a lot.
Yeah.
The acting's not necessarily great either.
Okay. Villain crush.
Villain crush. Jeff Goldblum before he turns entirely into the Fly. He was pretty hot. Or I don't know. I'm not attractive to like murderers.
I don't know. Skeet Ulrich was pretty cute.
Yeah, but that's so basic to say.
Okay, that's your crush. Be basic.
That's yours. This is my other question.
Wow. Like you weren't checking him out when he came over here.
Oh, now he's hot now. But I'm thinking like in the movies.
He was ugly.
Oh, you know what? So from The Walking Dead, from season 2, I don't know he's like one of the sheriffs that he's friends with.
I haven't watched it in years.
Bitch,
so,
I don't remember his name either, but he's hot.
We'll leave it at that.
Maybe Shay. I don't. He's hot. He's not the main cop, which ACAB by the way, but he's like his best friend that like has affiliations with his wife.
Okay.
That one, he's hot. He dies at the end of season 2. No one cares.
Spoiler alert.
No one cares.
Do you see major differences as how horror movies were made back then, like the 90s or 2000s, compared to today?
Yes.
What, like, some points?
I feel like we focus a lot on big brain horror, which is elevated horror. Mm-hmm. So, like, movies that are supposed to necessarily make you think a lot versus being entirely, like, guts and gore and tits and blood, which is typically early 2000s was a lot of gore and blood. Early 70s, the end of the Vietnam War, we start to get a lot of
I hate you.
Gore.
I said 90s and 2000s. Thank you. Bitch just want to bring up the Vietnam War. For our older Patreons, I'm so sorry she brings up trauma.
For the patrons, not the other listeners who aren't patrons, apparently. She's not talking. Okay. What's your next question?
How long did it take you to learn the Megan dance?
1 second.
Really?
It's so easy. You just go like that, and then...
Some people aren't coordinated, okay? Could you run for your life in your heels?
Depends on which heels.
I'm gonna go with your chunky boots.
Yes.
Okay. And
I could kick the fuck out of somebody with those.
How about the yellow one? The orange ones?
No.
No. Okay.
Could not run in those. Those are very uncomfortable. Somehow those are like one of my most uncomfortable heels, which I don't get. I feel like it's the same length as some of my other ones.
Yeah, I think they're skinny.
My purple and pink ones, I could probably run in those.
I can see that.
Y'all can't see them.
Sorry.
We're like talking away from the mic too. We're like, oh.
What are your thoughts on Winnie the Pooh becoming a horror movie?
Apparently people watched it and it was just really bad. It wasn't even campy or anything. It was just bad. So I feel like you could make that a good horror movie, but I feel like people just took since it's open domain, people just took the factor of it being like, oh, we're going to make it into a horror movie and didn't focus on making it good at all.
So, following that stream of thought, what show from your childhood would you turn into a horror movie?
Probably Courage the Cowardly Dog. I feel like
it's already horror.
You said movie. It's a TV show. Fine. You could take that or...
Can you imagine like the Powerpuff Girls?
I could imagine that. But it would be so easy for them to defeat the enemy.
Not if they supercharge the enemy.
I
feel like Mojo Jojo had potential.
I cannot think of any childhood shows besides Pokemon, and I don't want to...
Pokemon?
I feel like that'd be lame.
Wait, can you imagine him as a villain?
He is a
I mean,
villain.
in a horror movie?
Yeah, he's Freddy Krueger. That's literally Freddy Krueger.
But better.
But not, hello, Mrs. Doubtfire ass bitch.
Would you ever like to direct or even shoot promo pictures for a film?
Yes.
What is a
Wait, am I in front of the camera or behind the camera?
Directing, you'd be behind it.
But you
So
said shooting, so like, would I be modeling or am I just taking pictures?
You're taking pictures.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. What is a smart marketing tool you've seen used for any recent film?
Probably the Megan one was really good, where they had a bunch of people dressed up as Megan, and they would just go to baseball games. They would walk around town in the subway, and that was really good marketing, as well as the smile marketing. The smile marketing, they would go anywhere and just have someone creepy smiling. I feel like
That was scary.
we need to get back into good marketing for horror movies.
Yes. Is there a movie that you would like to see a sequel made that doesn't have a sequel already or doesn't have something in the works?
That doesn't already have something in the works.
Yes. I thought of that specifically for you because I'm like, she knows a lot of ones that are already in the work or...
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like...
This one's stumpy. Ooh.
Well, because the movies I like, they already have the sequels coming out.
Yeah.
Or they've already thought of the sequels that would be coming out. Like, Pearl, we're already getting Maxine coming out. Evil Dead Rising is coming out on Friday. And...
Which I would not be watching with you. You cannot persuade me.
I told you you will not. You probably would not like
Thank
it.
you. I don't like gore. Or scary
Did you watch
movies.
Terrifier with us?
Nope.
Mama, that was a lot. I think that's maybe... Give us another Annihilation movie, but make it close to the books or something.
Okay. Since you love marine life and horror, what are your thoughts of the deep sea creatures that have been spotted more often?
They've always been there, so I feel like a lot of people don't understand that most of the creatures we have in the sea are very alien-like and uncomfortable. I have a lot of dreams about deep sea creatures, actually.
Yeah.
I have a lot of dreams involving the water. I'm terrified of the water. I actually wanted to be a marine biologist at one point, and then I was like, oh, I have to take a lot of chemistry classes? Bitch,
No.
I am good. I love chemistry, but that shit is hard.
Yes.
And
Very math
what was the
focused.
question again? How do I feel about deep sea creatures?
That they're coming out more often now.
Work.
Work?
Work, mama.
Okay. Dragula, a drag program based on horror and alternative drag, makes drag queen face their fears. Is there a challenge you wouldn't be able to complete or don't think you would like to?
Anything involving eating food fast would be a lot for me. Because,
Yes.
like, I already have a phobia of choking on food, because that's happened to me before. And I don't like the idea of having to force food down and try to eat fast, because I will choke. Because I have a chronic throat illness.
Ooh.
So, for those who don't know.
Would you classify Twilight as horror?
No.
But it's a vampire.
Okay. Bitch, Casper is a ghost movie. Is it a horror movie?
Yes, terrified.
Okay, work.
Jeepers Creepers. Do you have any comfort films you gravitate to?
That are horror related?
Yes, girl.
Ooh.
Like I've had a stressful day. Let me go sit down and watch this.
Yeah. That's a good question. Comfort horror movie. I actually listen to a lot of, like, horror podcasts. That would be more comforting. Like...
Nope.
Dead Me.
Stop.
And also shout out to Girl That's Scary podcast.
God.
I guess Scream. It's easier to, like, have that playing on. I actually, for a long time, used to have Dracula playing on in the background as, like,
yes,
a
you
comfort. Not too much anymore.
Yeah. Let's see.
You know what? Little Shop of Horrors. That's a
Yes.
that's a decent comfort.
It's really good in the background.
Tisha Campbell and
Except for
Seymour. Will someone scream? She sings like
when
that.
Miss Rodriguez sang that, it was so beautiful.
I
MJ
never-
Rodriguez.
I never saw that.
It's so nice. It's a different like tone to it. But either way,
Just stare at me.
shut the hell. Have you noticed any impractical outfits worn in horror?
Yes.
Which ones? That you can think
The
of.
flower dress from Midsommar. You haven't seen it.
No.
So she wears... I mean, she's the May Queen, and it's literally just a giant triangle on her of just flowers. It's more like she's not doing anything in it after. She's kind of just standing there dancing. So, but like, not convenient.
Yeah. So there's a lot of movies where the plot point is that the house is haunted, and they just stay because they're like, sure, we can fix this. Would you move if your house was haunted?
How haunted? Am I losing sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Then yes.
I would sell the house.
What? Okay, so what's your basic I wouldn't move kind of haunting?
If I can still get sleep and it's not bothering me too much, like if it's just like, you know, maybe some doors close, not slam, if some doors close or
like lights flickering downstairs or
let's not run up the bill. Let's not run up the bill. You're dead. You don't have to pay. So small things like that. But if they're like throwing shit, if these bitches are throwing shit, like, girl, no, I didn't sign up for free abuse. I'm leaving.
Okay. Knowing Jordan Peele came from a comedy background, did you expect Get Out would be as good as it was when it first came out?
That's been like almost 6 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
When you saw the trailer and you didn't hear...
I don't think I actually watched the trailer.
Really?
I don't like to watch too many trailers for things that like pique my interest. So...
I will say when it first came out, I didn't think it'd be what it was.
It definitely had a higher impact than I probably was expecting.
Yes.
So.
Great plot twist at the end, too. Did you ever get into R.L. Stine?
No.
No. Okay.
Not the books. I did watch some of the programs at the youth center I used to go to when I was a kid.
Have you ever... did you see the drawings of sexualizing... characters such as Freddy Krueger, Jason, and even Pyramid Head? People redrew them.
I saw the one of the puppet from Saw.
Oh my god, really?
Yes, because speaking of Chelsea Rebecca, she posts that picture all the fucking time. It's like the puppet, like with a big old beefy body, and like the nipples have swirls on it.
They did that with every single
I didn't see the other ones. So.
Okay. Did you ever play with the Ouija board?
No, and I never will. I don't.
Same.
Bitch, I enjoy my witches, my brujas, and brujeria, but
we'll leave it at that.
We don't mess with demons.
No, we don't.
Para mí.
What essentials would you have in your survival pack?
A knife.
Okay. What horror... We'll leave it at that. That's a good thing to have. It's very versatile.
And a phone.
What horror death could have been easily avoided?
There's honestly a lot.
First one that comes to your head.
The first one that comes to my mind is... some of them from the movie Saw. Like, there's a whole Saw movie where they, at the end, are like, hey, all of y'all could have survived if you worked together, but you didn't. And thus, a lot of y'all died. Another one was like this girl, her ponytail was being pulled, and he easily could have just cut the hair, and that would have been it. And...
that's not what they did.
It's not. And, like, that whole movie, I think it's the fourth one... so many decisions that were stupid.
Slacks.
The third one.
If they just kept
Slacks.
a better eye on the girl, she wouldn't have been shredded and, made into pants.
If capitalism wasn't around, she would have lived. That's what Sonny just said.
No, different. What I said. They were babysitting this 13-year-old that's in the field alone. Better.
Babysitting makes it seem like they were just having fun. They were
working.
They were children.
They working in pairs.
They were children working under a corporation under terrible conditions.
Someone should have been watching her.
Bitch, you're like, oh, the children in China were just they were being babysat when they were sewing up your outfit today.
That's what I was saying?
Yes.
Thank you for putting words in my mouth. Best place to be during an apocalypse?
In a bunker.
If you were to play one of the 7 deadly sins in a horror film, which one would you prefer?
Lust.
Which one of the fast food mascots is the scariest?
The purple nugget thing from McDonald's.
What's his name?
The hottest one is the one that steals.
The Hamburglar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the Final Destination movies?
Some of them.
Okay. What sports equipment would you use as a weapon?
Sports equipment. I thought of something else. Probably, if we're being realistic, I mean, a baseball bat is more realistic.
I was thinking a metal baseball bat. That was my thought.
If we want to get creative, mama, give me a heavy medicine ball and just whip that bitch around. Or a tennis racket where it's piano wire. Bitch.
Oh.
Smack that bitch in the face and fuck them up.
Cool. Is there a current pop girly that you can see doing well in a horror film? Pop girly.
Like, are we thinking well in a horror?
We're thinking Ariana Grande, Britney Spears.
No, I mean, when we think of well in a horror movie, are we thinking Brandy?
Yes.
Doja. I think Doja.
The acting would be good. Yeah, I
think Doja would be fine.
Do you
or Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks. She did go to school for drama.
She'd be bad to work with. I can see Doja at least being.
Well, you said who would do well in a horror movie,
You're right.
not who was the best to work around with.
Well, you're right. Do you think you can result to cannibalism if food sources were gone?
Depends on who I had to eat.
I just said, would you resort to it? You can choose who you feast on.
If they die first, maybe.
Okay.
Like, if we're just like, if there's really nothing.
What if you had to kill him?
No, I don't want to kill anybody. I think I would rather just like, if you just die on your own, I'm like, well, I guess maybe.
Would you prefer a city or forest setting for your horror film?
Forest.
For you in it. Okay.
Forest.
I'll be in the city. I want people around me. Who is your first subscriber?
Rebecca Carlson.
Any other podcast that you like to listen to? That's why I kept saying shut up.
I like to listen to the Dead Meat podcast.
Okay, show the cup.
The mug again. It's reversed on here. I'm so sorry. I listen to the Dead Meat podcast. I listen to Girl That's Scary. I listen to... What are my other ones? I can pull them up. I mean, it's not a horror podcast, but the Sibling Rivalry one. Pressed Conference. So, those are like the main girlies.
And last question. What shows and travels do you have in store for you? Let's promote, bitch.
If I am around in May and nothing bad happens in my life because things.
Not going wood.
What
we got? What we got this month? Coming this Wednesday and Friday.
Well, they're gonna be viewing this probably on a Thursday or a Friday. So, I host shows at a brewery, and I also host shows at a bar called the Handle Bar, and I hope that I can still have those shows in Florida, because if you don't know, the Senate in Florida just passed an anti-drag bill that would ban drag in public spaces where children could be at, because they deem it as you're sexualizing the kid, which I think is kind of weird, because then you're looking at drag queens and you are inherently thinking they're sexual, which I'm like, you're fucking weird if you think that. But yet you're homophobic and transphobic, but yet you think we're sexy. Got it. So if we still have shows in Florida,
we'll do those. But where are we traveling to?
Chicago. So if you want to come say hi to me in Chicago, the 14th through the 22nd, Sunny and I will be there, and hopefully I'll perform.
And then what afterwards? We're gonna be in where?
Here.
Atlanta.
That's in August.
I said afterwards.
I don't even remember which date that is. The 11th.
I don't know either. We're seeing Beyonce.
Yeah.
You excited?
What was the question again? Because I feel like you're answering.
What shows and travels? Well, bitch, you forget.
And hopefully I'll be in a horror movie. Or in a movie, because someone keeps coming into my work and they're working on a movie in Mobile, which is not too far from here.
Mobile.
And they pushed the filming back to September, so I'm like, well, let me know.
Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was the end of your questions.
Okay.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I enjoyed it.
Did you think less of them being dumb now? Because when I was making my list, you're like, these are going to be so dumb.
Some of them were in the ballpark of being very similar to each other. So there was that. And you did a good job, Sunny. You came up with 100 questions within about 2.5 hours. So
no less.
You got over here at...
I got over
at
here
5.
At 5.
We came back.
But I ate my cookies and you're doing your gluing.
Let me say this. When we got to a location to pick up something, it was 7:30 and you just finished your questions. So it was 2.5 hours.
You're a hater.
Yeah. Sunny, where can we find you?
You can find me at Official Sunny Days. That's OFFICIALSUNNYDAZE on Instagram. Sunny Days What?
Don't promote your Facebook, girl.
On Facebook, that's
I said don't.
SUNNYDAZE.
You can't even get into it.
At the moment, I'll get into it. Stop being a hater.
Bitch, I don't think you're gonna get into it.
I'm gonna get into it. Stop being. I don't want that negativity. Stay over there.
Bitch, update your fucking email. Get into that.
One what? Get into these nuts. You have my Pokemon code at the beginning. You could go to that one. And you can find me anywhere dumb bitches are. Where can we find you, Terrah?
You can find me on most platforms under Terrah Card, TerrahCard. And I'm taking a break from Twitter because I don't really want to be on there.
Yeah.
And you made it to 100 episodes if you've been here that long.
Thank you. Can we say thank you to the $7 tier? We give the shout out, don't we?
Yeah, we'll shout them out. I don't know what I'm doing.
Join Terrah Card's Patreon. It starts at $1, and it's the what tier?
The ghosted tier.
And then we have $3, which is
the missed caller tier.
And then we have the $7 tier, which is the most expensive. But you get it for $7. It's the pee pee poo poo tier.
Poo poo tier. All right, so our patrons at the pee pee poo poo tier who get their name read out on the podcast are. Let me move my mic over because I realize sometimes when I do this, I'm not looking or having my mouth in the mic. We got Miss Titty City, Matt King, Fawn X, Caitlin B, Willow Whisper, Kiki, as well as Keith W, Poe Bray, Sunny Days, Zing Cat, Coronation, and Rebecca Carlson. So if you want to be cool like them, you can join the podcast Patreon. And yeah, we went down in patrons, R.I.P. We're still in the double digits, so that's all that matters.
Yay.
So if you want to join, let me know. Bitch, we need to catch up on some commentary tracks.
We do.
It's been rough. You know, we were supposed to do a bunch of Scream ones, and then it just, honestly, life happened.
Yeah.
Life happened, and it's been rough lately. I have a protest coming up, and I hope I will be okay.
I know you will. Knock on wood.
That was an episode of the podcast.
100 episodes.
100 episodes.
Did you think we get here?
I didn't think I'd get here. I'm glad that I still do these. And tell me what you want to see. I don't know.
Give us suggestions. Anything.
Give us suggestions.
We're done.
I need to get back up on. I might take a week off because next week is going to be mentally a lot for me. It's going to be a lot for me.
Good vibes, good positive.
Good vibes, send the good vibes. I'm going to take a week off, maybe 2, and then film some stuff and then have a good old release dates and stuff. Doing the interviews was fun. I love a good interview. I need to get Girl That's Scary on the podcast because they're...
I'm frightening.
Huh?
I'm frightening.
The podcast is called Girl That's Scary.
Girl, I'm scared.
With Cat and Jazz.
Aww.
Cat Daddy and Jazz, the 40-ounce connoisseur, as she calls herself. So, I'm Terrah Card.
I'm Sunny Day.
And make sure you
stay
on
the
live.
Bam, 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 bam.